Tucked behind the Springfield International Airport is the Missouri Theater Aviation Sustainment Maintenance Group, or MOTASMG as it's commonly known. The MOTASMG is a special National Guard facility where Army and National Guard helicopters and helicopter parts are tested, repaired, and refurbished.
We are one of 4 TASMGs under the National Guard Bureau. There's 1106 in California, 1107th here in Springfield, Missouri, 1108th in Mississippi, and 1109th in Groton, Connecticut.
The MOTASMG serves a 14-state region, from North Dakota down to Texas.
We have the special test equipment and special tools that they can't afford to put in every aviation unit throughout the United States. So they put it in the 4 TASMGs so we can help the National Guard Bureau basically save money by working on and fixing things that normally you couldn't do at a unit level. We do a wide variety of maintenance missions here. We got your general aviation maintenance when we're working directly on helicopters. And we have our back shops, which is our avionics, our hydraulics, our engines. We also work on aircraft paint, where we paint not only the aircraft itself, but a lot of the components in the aircraft. Mainly we work on UH-60 Black Hawk helicopters, but we've been known to work on the AH-64 Apaches or the CH-47 Chinook helicopters.
The 4 TASMGs are an asset to the Department of Defense because of the financial savings they bring. Repairs on aircrafts and parts performed at the MOTASMG alone yield hundreds of millions of dollars in cost savings.
We provide the National Guard Bureau the best bang for its buck. We take some of our aircraft components and instead of just trashing them and getting a new one, we go out and fix what we have. We'll take a rotor blade off a helicopter. A new price would be approximately $143,000, but we can repair it for as little as a couple of $1,000s.
The customers in the field, whether it be North Dakota or Texas or Kansas, they can take the component off of the airframe as well. The component at times, it'll be shipped to this location to our SSA, it'll be unpackaged, work orders will be produced, and it'll go to its designated shop. Once it gets to that shop, the repair is completed on the component, shipped back to the customer, and the customer has a working product.
For those situations where the pilot needs to get back in the air as soon as possible, the MOTASMG has a repair manageable program.
Within our RM program, it's a little bit different. We actually have those components on hand. So the customer sends the component to the shop. Instead of us doing the repair and then sending it back, we just take one right off the shelf, get it back to the customer, and that way they can get it on their aircraft and get to flying their missions.
Chief Warrant Officer Patrick Reed manages the Avionics department. Any wire component from an aircraft that needs testing or repair comes to his team. They are well known for their ingenuity and always up for a challenge.
I think when we get the phone call from somebody and says, hey, can you do this? And my initial answer is always, yes, we can. And so that's where I get excited, and we get the guys together and we start talking it and we figure out, yes, we can do it, and we figure out how to do it. So that's the most enjoyable part of my job, is when those phone calls come and nobody else can do it. And we, as a team, find out how to do it and get it done and get that product back out to the Army National Guard or the Army.
The MOTASMG workforce is around 230 people and is made up of Missouri National Guardsmen, state employees, and civilian contractors.
We have mechanics that have been here 20, 25 years, and the experience they bring to the table is astronomical.
We really have decades of experience in individual soldiers, and that knowledge is passed down. I think that's a good opportunity and way that we keep maintenance going. The way I view our job is we keep the aircraft maintained, and electronics, specifically my job. As long as all that stuff works, then that supports the pilots, and the pilots support the troops on the ground. So we indirectly are helping out the infantry guys.
There is also research and development that is done at the MOTASMG to make the jobs of the Army and National Guard soldiers easier. This is evident from the Midwest to the Middle East.
Part of being in the Missouri TASMG is the deployments, of course, and I happened to be in Afghanistan, working with the soldiers in Afghanistan. One of the soldiers actually had some testing equipment that they wanted me to see that gives the abilities to test some of the analog and digital equipment inside the Black Hawk. Me and my team, we went over, we looked at the testing equipment they had, and they were really proud of some of the equipment that they had. And I recognized it as being something that was built at the Missouri TASMG. He was very surprised. He had no clue that it would be built at a National Guard facility and someone to put a face to a product.
What we are doing here to some degree could be prototyping or coming up with tests that aren't out there that could be looked at as engineering, and so it's not rocket science, but it's pretty close to it.
The MOTASMG is constantly growing and will continue to set the high standard for Army helicopter maintenance for years to come.